for joining me today. This is going to be a very quick one, okay? Very quick live stream. Just wanted to come here and touch base a little bit on this trending story of Nigerian Senate President and another senator, female senator, Natasha. I can't remember her last name, Senator Natasha. So it's been in the news since a few days ago now, and I want to get to say one or two and also hear what you have to say. So if you have anything to contribute in the live stream, please drop your comments in the comment section. This is the first time I'm using this method to do live stream. So as you come in, don't forget to like the live stream for me and don't forget to share your thoughts in the comment section. I'm not gonna stay very long because for some reason I'm feeling cold and I don't like it. So welcome to my live stream. My name is Oyoyo, and here we keep it positive, here we keep it straight. We try, turn the volume down. So we try to, discuss issues that are up and one second, guys. So welcome all of you. So it was on the news this morning. Nigerian senator, female senator Natasha, representing Kogi, I think Kogi Central, granted a very loud interview. Loud in the sense that she came up with a lot of accusation against the Nigerian Senate president. And it's not, according to her, she said that is her truth. That is now left for the Nigerian Senate president to come and speak, his own side of the story. But this is as it happened to her. And going by the fact that, according to Natasha, she said that the Senate president addresses her as the princess of the Senate. Why it's supposed to be official environment, official work, so you should call the person by her name, right? Well, that's what she alleged on, not really alleged, she was outrightly accusing the man of all the things she said. She wasn't alleging it, she said that is her truth, and as it happened to her. And also in part of the story she shared, she said her husband was, her witness. That the Senate president called her, and also the Senate leader called her at midnight to demand that she drops whatever it was that was going on between her and the Senate president. That the Senate president at this point is beginning to look as if that he is now the most hated person in Nigeria's Senate House. So a lot was said on that interview. And I'm just here this evening to do a very short live stream, maximum 20 minutes, like I said. I think I'm coming down with a little cold, so I want to go kind of lie down and wrap myself and also get ready for tomorrow, because tomorrow I'll be discussing this topic in full. We're going to be stating the worth of this female Nigerian senator and the accusation she levied against the Nigerian Senate president. Some of the things she said, according to what she said also, is that her husband was witnesses to those conversations. When the man made, sexual advances on her the first time, her husband was just right behind the two of them, walking in front. The man was at the back on a phone call. So they were not certain whether the man heard or did not hear what the Senate president said. And the husband came asking her question, what was it that the Senate president said? And he kind of looked as if he heard them, but was waiting for the wife to officially, say to him, this was what your friend, the Senate president, said. And that brings the issue of why are women always looked at as objects? People try to look at women as something you need to pleasure yourself rather than looking at them as colleagues. with the same intellectual capability to do the job. Okay, so we'll be discussing all of those in details tomorrow. So don't forget to like this live stream for me. Don't forget to contribute as well in the comment section if you come across this video. If you notice, this is not my formal live stream way. I usually do landscape, but I just wanted to give you to be a try to see if this is fascinating. Let me know what you think about this format, okay? Laura Lee, thank you for joining today. How are you doing? And we are all doing okay from our part, on our side rather, apart from the fact that I'm feeling a little cold. And I don't know why. I just finished from work and wanted to come here to give you guys some hints of what I'll be discussing tomorrow on Oyoyo Chat with Oyoyo Saturday mornings. So don't forget to check me out tomorrow. And also what we'll be discussing about again will be another story that happened yesterday in Nigeria, and that will be linked to this one's, men are beginning to see women as something to kind of pleasure themselves with, and not, colleagues or not people with talent. The case of yesterday was about a Nigerian influencer that was demanding a Lamborghini for that kind of favor in the other room. And we'll be discussing that as well tomorrow morning on my Saturday live. Okay, so join me tomorrow. And there's been this sensation going on with the very dark man, if you know the guy, and a popular podcast host and a comedian, Nedu, who has, he has spent so many years building his career, building himself, and the downfall of a man right now is happening to him. But people will say that he brought that upon himself. Why are they dragging him? Why is the very dark man very, very motivated to bring Nedu to his knees, to bring him down? And in that case, you'll be thinking that this guy actually contributed to his downfall. And that's one thing, and I believe a lesson that men should learn, okay? When I mean a lesson men should learn, for the fact that you had things going on with women doesn't give you the right to come and start broadcasting it to everyone that cares to hear. And this time around, they came with their receipts, voice notes, text messages, chat messages showing that this guy had mentioned AYZ, saying that he did this, with that, with that. They say real men don't kiss and tell, right? But these days, today's men, whether they are from generation past, so far they're on social media, and everybody's on social media to make money, men do kiss and tell. And that is for my gender. You guys should be careful, because now today's men, they will kiss and they are going to tell on you. And it might not be favorable where your messages, your information, your story will be shared. Lucky for you if it's not brought on social media. And if it's brought on social media, I don't know how you're going to survive it. So my gender, as you're distributing and sharing among the men, okay, the guys, be very careful, because they now kiss and tell. JJ, how are you doing? Q Lady D, thank you for joining today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm looking at my time. Like I said, it's not gonna be long. I'm just trying to give, preambles of what we'll be talking about tomorrow. The one for Nigerian Senate House that is moving right now, the wife of the Senate President, Nigerian Senate President, came to I am the one taking action, because my husband, a lot of this kind of stories been levied against him in the past, and he keeps saying he comes with a job from the time he was the governor of the state up until now. That guy has been in government public service for more than 12 years. Okay, he did 8 years of governorship before that. I want to believe he was the Attorney General of the state. I'm going to be getting all his details on our tomorrow's live stream. So the wife came to debunk the story and stating that the husband is a very disciplined man. That one, I have a big doubt. Personally, I have a big doubt that the man is disciplined. Because a man that is disciplined chooses his words carefully. You don't just accuse people or call people derogatory names because you feel you are on the mighty chair. Like he claimed he's the third person, number 3 citizen in Nigeria. So in terms of that, I will say, on my own opinion, from what I've observed from the actions of the Senate president, he is not disciplined. How could you tell your fellow senator that you people are not that she's not in a disco, in a party hall or disco hall? How? Because she's a woman? Or because she's pretty? Because the lady is very beautiful? Or is because she's speaking up? You know, we'll be discussing all of those. So when the wife of this president made that press and statement saying that the husband I know, we do not have a home in that place. Natasha might have gotten the name of the villages wrongly, but that does not mean that you're going to categorically say that what she's stating is not true. That happened to her. She said it's her personal story. People don't know about it. And her husband and other people were there at the time. So if other people could come and say, yeah, we were there, we went for this function, and this was the place. If you're not from Nigeria, and if you're not from that particular area in Nigeria, you definitely misstate the cities and the state, because we only know the very popular ones, like the state capitals or maybe commercialized a commercial city in the state. For example, if you come to the state of Lagos, everybody know Lagos. We know Lagos. You know Ikeja because that's where the state capital is and also where the international airport is. We know Surulere because that's where the originators of Nigerian music started. You understand? You know Festac because of Festac. Was it Festac 77? So there are things that will make you draw your attention to those cities. And right now, what is reigning in Lagos is Lekki. People know Lekki because of the modernized, pattern of building and real estate going on in Lagos. If you go to other states, for example, if you go to Port Harcourt, people know the city of Port Harcourt because that's the name of the city as well. And they now know what? Because they have university, they have the capital, they have all the houses in the city. If you come to where they made reference in this accusation, if you talk about Akwa Ibom, people will know the capital, Oyo. That's where the seat of government is. And to start knowing other villages in Akwa Ibom, it takes someone who is from that area of town to be able to know that. So I don't see reasons why you're basing that we don't have a home in the place she mentioned. We are not from there. She must have gotten the name wrong, but her story is still her story. And I really look forward to their court proceeding because, as a matter of fact, she has filed a lawsuit against Nigerian Senate President, and I think she's seeking for 100 million, is it 1 billion naira? I'll be getting all of those in details tomorrow. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel here on YouTube so that you can get my notification whenever I go live tomorrow. And come ready because we have a lot to talk about. It is very shameful. It is very disgraceful that this day and age, we are still talking about grown men with grown children, with grandchildren at this point, making advances on women or trying to disparage another because she's a female. I'm not even coming to tell you guys of what is happening in America already. When they talk about DEI, they talk about women as though they are not competent. They talk about women as though they are not supposed to be in that position they occupy. So a lot is going on, and just like I said before, American and the United States election last year, is this country, America, really ready for a female president? That was the live stream I did. That was the question I threw. I say personally on my own, I know the country isn't ready for a woman to lead them. Okay, that was my opinion. And when the election came and passed and the lady did not win, it was very clear they were not in support of a woman being their leader. And now women are making efforts to be recognized with their skill, their talent, their education, their intellect. You understand? And then people are there thinking that we are nothing but pretty faces. No, that's not all a woman is made of. Not because of pretty face, not because of booty, not because of, whatever. No, we are brilliant people. We are educated people. We are talented people. We got some skills. Most times, because we've been looked down upon so heavily by every part of the world, it's no longer just the Africans. No, it is happening in America in this administration. When they talk about DEI, for most people that do not know, it means diversity, equity, and inclusion. DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion, meaning a woman should be given the same opportunity a man gets. Somebody on, disabled person, so far they have the skill to do the job, should be given an opportunity to work. Meaning whether you wear your red hair, blue hair, green hair, we should all include people on the table. That's what it means. It does not mean that because women are weaker sex, because women are not strong, because women are not intelligent enough, don't have skill enough to do the job, let's just patch them and move them there. No. So for most people, if you're coming tomorrow, come ready, because we are going to discuss a lot. We are going to discuss a lot. I know of a content creator that was trying to make joke out of DEI. He is based in Nigeria and he's referring to America, what Mr. President in America is talking about DEI. This particular content creator's mother is a professor and a vice chancellor of a university. Where he was making those mockeries about, whoa, does that mean he's DEI? I just looked at this guy. I said, sometimes ignorance is bliss for those that think. So your mother is a vice chancellor of a university. She is a woman, so she falls under DEI. Does that mean that she's lacking on skills and ability to lead the university that she is the head of? Make it make sense. It's still DEI that gave your mother the opportunity to head a university, especially in a country like Nigeria, where women are not given the opportunity to thrive. But he never saw it that way. He thought DEI is... He made that statement when Delta Airline flipped on landing in Canada. That was when he made that statement that he heard it was all women crew that flew the plane to Canada. So my question, your mother that got a vice chancellor position in Nigerian university, have you forgotten that it was DEI that gave her the opportunity? Sometimes it's good to pluck the hair from your eye before you start thinking about removing the one from another person. So for anyone that thinks women are not qualified, think again. When the press secretary of White House press secretary was talking about we want to hire based on competence, I just looked at her, I said, look at a DEI talking, and she didn't even notice that. She is in that position, not just because of pretty face, because she's an affirmative hire, giving women the opportunity. For anybody that cares to know, come ready tomorrow. We'll be talking about a lot tomorrow, and it's going to be in the morning Central Time. I've not decided whether it's going to be very early, but come ready tomorrow. And for the Natasha and the Senator Natasha and Senator Akpabio. Senator Akpabio is the Senate President of Nigeria. On their case, I really look forward to seeing how it's going to play out in court. But do I have faith, or rather hope, that it's going to be based on merit and justice? No. I do not trust the Nigerian judiciary to even get close to getting justice for Natasha. Not only because she's a woman, but because of the people she's dragging to court. Akpabio is not an ordinary public servant. Those are the people that have enriched their pockets so heavily being in public service. Before he became what he is right now, I believe you could be able to count how much money he has in the bank account. But right now, you can't. Like he said, he's the number 3 citizen of Nigeria as the Senate head. So he has switch in, switch off kind of power in Nigeria. Who know who placed who brought who recommended who nominated who. Those are the kind of things we'll be hearing. So I'm not hopeful. I know it's not gonna be closed. That case, to me, might be dead on arrival. They can prove me wrong. I really look forward to them proving me wrong. Okay, so you guys should jump in tomorrow, get ready tomorrow, let's do this tomorrow together. It's going to be an educative live stream. It's going to be an informative live stream. We're going to have a lot to learn and take home, and also something to work with, something to work on as a woman. If you get in a place of employment and your colleagues, your male colleagues started from day one to sexualize you, put a stop right there at the very beginning, from the onboarding of that organization, that you're getting into that place. That is the day to put a stop to what you cannot tolerate. Are they calling you princess of the Senate as though what? Are you their daughters? You're not. And if you smile at it and welcome it, then don't come back to complain. So we'll be learning a lot. We'll be taking some things home that will help us to chart our own courses as individuals, especially as women. So like I said, if you get into an organization, get into employment, whether public or private sector, that you find yourself as a woman and somebody, oh, pretty face. No, you already know you got the pretty face, but that's not the name that should be attached to you. You say, oh, I can understand you are trying to make me feel comfortable, but my names are. You state your name categorically how you want to be addressed. Don't smile on it. They call you pretty face. Oh, you smile sheepishly and you think that's the end. They're gonna call you that pretty face again. And from pretty face, oh, do you have time this evening? Let's hang out. That's how it starts. So learning to stand well on from the first day of employment and state your goal, your standard, stating your standard from the very first day will help you to forge ahead. Everybody will know you're no nonsense person. You're not the kind that they're going to toil with. You're not the kind they're going to toss around, because you know your right from your left. You know how you want to be addressed. And don't do things that will suggest a lot to a lot of people. Like what Natasha said, that they accuse of always wearing, is it silky things? I'm gonna get the video very correctly so that we can state. If you know they are going to objectify you, you understand, try and state and stand on your ground from the first day. Make sure you dress respectfully, and at the same time, if anybody is trying to address you on the basis that you're a pretty woman, that is what? Complimentary from your friends, from your family, not colleagues, from your husband, your children, not your colleagues. Don't let them address you. Oh, pretty face, how are you today? You got a name. Let them call you by your name. If they are looking at, oh, this dress is just so perfect on you. No. Tell them you do not appreciate such compliments from day one. Coming now to tell us that they call you princess of the Senate, did you frown at it the very first time that they called you that? We'll be talking about all of those. Let me know what you guys think. As you come to watch this live stream, get ready to come back tomorrow for another one. We'll be discussing in details what is going on right now within our environment, what we are seeing on our news, what we'll see on social media as you open your phone to check on the situation of things in your area, your city, your country. What do you see? Those are the things that have come to make our world. Those are the things that are bringing engagement, and people are doing what, talking about them. Let me know what you think in today's live stream. What is your thought? What is your opinion? Leave that comment for me in the comment section. And if you haven't liked this video, do me well by liking this video. Like I said, we'll be talking about this accusation against Nigerian Senate President by another senator, this time around a female senator in Nigeria. We'll be talking about what is it called? The VDM, Very Dark Man, and Nedu. And as well, we'll be discussing about Burna Boy was the one that made the news yesterday in Nigeria. Burna Boy is an Afrobeat singer. He has won Grammy and a few other awards. And he made the news yesterday because he got into promising a lady, for a time in the other room for a Lamborghini. So we'll be talking about that. And women, my gender, you guys are not helping matter. No matter what you think, if you have decided to make your body what makes money for you, when they come dragging you, don't come crying pity. Because I will come here and drag you more than those people dragging you already. And somebody was saying, I think it was Daddy Freeze, was saying that we should hold our government accountable, that girls should not be using their body to make money. I say, no. Everything is not holding government accountable. It is parents failing their children. If a mother, a father will just be there and your daughter will suddenly buy you a home and buy you cars, and you just be dancing, my daughter did this for me, without you knowing the kind of job your daughter does or your son, you have failed as a parent. So the first thing is you're going to ask that child, where did you get this money from? What kind of job are you doing? Not when they have used themselves, not because they got some skills that they are earning money from, or they have a product in the market that is selling, or there is a service they are offering. No, the only service they are offering is with their body. And they will use their body to make that money, to build those houses, buy you those, and you'll be dancing on top of it. This is not government. It's not government responsibility to teach your child moral. It's not government responsibility to teach your child the essence of hard work. That is your response. And if you have failed as a parent, they should not come and glorify those things, because that's what people see on social media these days. A child, 22 or 23, building a mansion for the mother or the father, and they're not, and it's not that she has a job, it's not that she has developed any app on social media that is making money while she sleeps, not that she has any skill. The only skill that these people have is how to do their BBL and then come on Instagram and take pictures. We will not be encouraging those behaviors. No. I am a mother and I have 2 daughters. Those are not the things I'm setting before them. They should understand the essence of hard work. When I mean hard work, you cannot be sleeping and expect to be a millionaire. You can't. Talk more of using your body to do that. That was what made the news yesterday in Nigerian internet space, because Burna Boy, who is also a resident of New York and a music producer and a singer and artist, promised this lady, I think her name is Sophia, that yeah, one night stand is gonna get you a Lamborghini. Who does that? Now the secret is out. Everybody's running helter-skelter talking about it. Even Burna Boy himself released an album talking about it. So women, mothers, What are we raising? Are we raising daughters that will carry on your legacy if you have any? Because it's when you don't have any legacy, that's why you start jumping when your jobless child without any skill or talent or product anywhere in the market will come home with a can, hand over the key to you, you'll be dancing. You as a parent, whether a father or a mother, you have failed that child. You have failed that child. It's as simple as that. So guys, I want to thank all of you for joining me today. See, talking with people I don't know physically is even making me feel a lot better, okay? When I started, I was a lot cold. I had to get this blankie, to kind of, I know you'll be saying I'm cold and beside by the window. Yeah, this is my best seat around this area. However, join me tomorrow for a comprehensive live stream where we're going to be talking about a lot. And if you're a parent out there, sit your children down, ask them who is paying for the rent in that mansion you're living. Who pays the rent? What do you do as a job? Are you an artist? Are you a musician? Are you a dancer? Do you work in private sector, public sector? What are you? Are you an engineer, doctor, nurse? What are you doing, my child? Let that be the question that should be coming from our parents, especially in Africa. What are you doing to be living in a house of 10 million naira? What kind of job do you do? So let's meet tomorrow to discuss the Senate President and Natasha, the Senator Natasha, and as well discuss Burna Boy and Sophia, and we'll be discussing the very dark man and Nedu. All of these will be having that discussion tomorrow on Chat with Oyoyo Saturday Live. And until I see you guys next one, don't forget to like this live stream for me. Don't forget to leave me your comments in the comment section. Thank you guys immensely for joining me today. And let me know what you think about doing live stream in this situation. I'm always doing landscaping and I don't know why I'm doing this one today. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Until I see you guys in my next one. Stay blessed and join me tomorrow. Bye, everyone. Bye.